Welcome back. How y'all doing out there? Let's start off with a little bit of box breathing. Why don't we breathe in and breathe out? In and out. In and out. Good old consciousness. Ooh, that kind of made me a little lightheaded. Ooh, okay. So, just gonna keep shuffling. We're not even going down. Okay. How y'all doing out there, though? Who is this message for? I'm just gonna say this is for the collective because I didn't have any intention on a specific sign right now. We're just gonna go and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. This reading is going to be a little bit different today because what's going to be different about it? The energy lately has been having me so spaced out lately, and I know that the collective is definitely dealing with this on a wider. That's what we're dealing with right now. Is I think it may be some type of high priest or high priestesses that work for the chosen's oppositions. Therefore, they're fucking with your throat chakra. They're fucking with your crown. That's why you want to keep your crowns covered at this time, honey. But yeah, the judgment, absolutely. Okay. Therefore, those known as well as unknown, seen as well as unseen, heard as well as unheard across all timelines, realms, and dimensions will be dealt with accordingly. Okay. Sacred energy, what do we have for the collective today? Let's do one card at a time, please, and thank you. Thank you so much, sacred energy. Thank you so much for sitting in this space with me and allowing me to connect with the collective on a scale of where they can understand, where certain things resonate. It just makes sense. Okay. It all makes sense. Woo! That is how true it is, honey. I'm not going to edit that out either. Everything happens for a reason. The Temperance is saying, patience, my child. I know that you have waited out and you've been obedient. You've even sacrificed. And you're waiting for what you put out there to come back to you. It's all going to come back to you, but with intention. Because you can't just be throwing things out there without intention of it coming back. Or the thing is that when you do selfless acts of kindness, it's giving... Don't do selfless acts of kindness thinking that because you did a selfless act that you're just going to be rewarded accordingly. No. Because a selfless act means selfless. That means that I'm doing this for you because I can. That doesn't mean that I'm doing this expecting something in return, right? Okay, sacred energy. Lead me and guide me through this reading. They told me to just pull a card. Ooh. Okay. Got the High Priestess here. High Priestess energy is very self-explanatory. High Priestess, High Priestess right behind the Hierophant, honey. What is y'all got going on out there? I was just talking about what's happening to the collective as far as us. And I just said it may be some high priest or high priestess that is trying to come up against the chosen right now because of our messages and because They see the domino effect of us speaking our truth, and which is making and reawakening things of other people's truth that lies deep within themselves. This full moon energy, the full moon energy is very heightened. The fact that I just put the High Priestess and the Hierophant out, I'm going to go ahead and look into this and see what we got going on here, okay? Because, yeah. Okay. So the High Priestess. The world will reveal all its secrets to you if you are so passionate about discovering them. However, the abyss of knowledge can appear so deep that it can engulf you. Be prepared to balance on the edge between everyday reality and night visions. Both worlds contain an immense amount of information, so it takes a clear mind and self-control to stand firmly between them. Therefore, self-control look a lot like whatever your pleasures are, to have self-control. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? A lot of times we think because we're grown, we're adults, that we do what we want to do because we work so hard. But that's all an illusion telling you that it's okay to self-sabotage. Discipline will be your best friend at this time. Okay, and then we have the Hierophant. Taking care of every person the higher power sends him or her a special Hierophant that is a personal mentor who can direct you to the true path. The true path, help in resolving a dispute and suggest the correct solutions to the problem. Moreover, he will never condemn the citizens. You. At different life stages, you will be able to recognize such a teacher in different people. If you completely trust the outer world, you will definitely be given hints, shown signs, and have the right people pointed to you. In a world, the world is sure to lead you out of the dense forest of your delusions. All right, let me sit with this. So what I got from this is that because the chosen has awakened and this full moon energy is so heightened right now, that the powers that were, right? Shout out to Shavi once again. I'm going to continuously give you shouts out because you are part of the tribe. I am a part of your tribe. We are one. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely the people who don't want us practicing this. You better believe that they practice it, and that's why they don't want you practicing it. And because they practice it and they see that they didn't prepare for us to all come together on a collective scale, because people have been brainwashed for so long. People have been trapped and conditioned by their beliefs so long that now that we have our outlets to reach people and to gain clarity in the chosen ones, giving people the decision again where they thought that they didn't have one. The powers that were understand that their powers are now running dry. Their powers are no longer as strong as they once were, because the veil is still thin, you know. So you have to have discernment in this season. Okay, let me pull something else. Whew. Goodness. Y'all gotta bear with me, this camera. So we got High Priest and High Priestess. Why is a High Priest and High Priestess on her spirit? What is this about? Queen of Wands, energy. Seven of Wands energy. There's so many cards. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's somebody working together on this one. Somebody went to somebody for some help. Maybe overseas somewhere. And they're trying to somehow gather information on what is to come for them, because they see that things are being revealed and it's against their liking, because they know that all of the trauma and all of the illusions and lies that they have set out is now coming to light. The first will be last and the last will be first, because the Wheel of Fortune, honey, it's in motion here. The Wheel of Fortune is in motion. So where you were once at the bottom, you will now make your way towards the top. It's going to be going in your favor, honey, this time. But with this Queen of Wands and this Seven of Wands here, give me 1 second. Let's see what we have here. So, sound competition was and will be. The envious people will always put a spoke in the wheel. We were just talking about the Wheel of Fortune. They will put a spoke in the wheel. This should not upset you. Perhaps the higher powers deliberately added oil to the fire. The kettle, you desire to act decisively. To kettle, your desire to act decisively. In the end, you will overcome all obstacles as well as your competitors. Okay? So it's somebody out here trying to compete and compare with the Chosen. And honey, the Chosen, honey, y'all cannot mess with what God has in store for the Chosen. No. We've already been down that road. It's not gonna. We're not going backwards, honey. With this Wheel of Fortune, honey, coming out like that, we're not going backwards, darling. It's just not happening. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands. You get opportunities to achieve your goals. You have the strength, both physical and mental, to do it. What you need is to give your thoughts and intentions the right direction responsibly. Distribute the stages of work and availability. Distribute the stages of work and available resources, and correctly prepare the external situations in the case your dreams will come true. The wise world offers you this responsible model of behavior. Trying to follow it, remember that you can always turn to the higher powers for the help. They will not abandon you in difficult times. You know, I'm a channel, honey, and that's what I do. That's my calling, honey. I'm just not really picking up the cards. I'm gonna just take this one. So we have Ace of Pentacles. And yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I'm just gonna go for the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, because that was the first thing that popped out. So we're gonna go to the Ace of Pentacles. Because this is, yeah. The world and the higher powers grant you a happy chance that can change your life completely. In other words, it will turn everything upside down while putting everything in the right place. You will reach a higher level of stability and lasting well-being. What you have to do is to be open to the world and grateful for its gifts. You deserve them. So what I get from this is somebody is out there at war with themselves at this time. Don't allow this full moon energy to get the best of you. Drink your water, drink plenty of water. Look, I cannot make this up. The moon is here, honey. Do not allow this full moon energy to get you, okay? Drink your water. Deal with those emotions. If anything, energy and motion needs an outlet. Therefore, write. You know, if it is someone who you feel very strongly about, or like you feel some type of need to express yourself, expression is an outlet. Expression is the way that you gain clarity. You don't always have to speak to the person, and, you know, sometimes the clarity that you get is the silence that they give you. That's what I got. Yeah, because the Hermit is right behind that. So they're saying, step into the light, Caroline. Yeah, go within. Go burn your candle. Go burn your white candle. This is not the time to manifest. I would rather manifest during the new moon. Actually, this is the right time to manifest. Why am I saying this? See, that's because it's things going on in the ethers. I don't know where that came from, but we're going to send it and return it back to sender because the Wheel of Fortune is right here, honey. And that means that it's still spinning in your favor. So yes, go right on ahead and manifest. Go ahead and get you a nice notebook and write. Write things as if it's already happened. Write things down. And you can start with, I am grateful for my new home, my wealth multiplying. I am grateful for my gifts. I am grateful for the things known as well as unknown, seen as well as unseen, heard as well as unheard that is to come. We have the King of Cups here. It's someone with a big ass cup who has everything it is that you need and willing to share it with you. They're not greedy. The King of Cups, honey, he knows that he is the king, okay? The King of Cups is very confident. The King of Cups is very sure of themselves. Bear with me as I flip through these pages. If y'all still here, I want to see infinity symbols in the chat. Because as above, so below, within, so without. The thing is, for those higher, you know, the powers that were, they can try, but they won't succeed. I need you to start telling your problems how big your God is instead of telling God how big your problems are. Reverse the scales. Because everything that you put out there, you're giving energy to. Excuse me. Okay. Everyone can get tired of everyone can get tired of excessive communication with others. Every person often needs to retire and restore vitality. It is for such situations that a kind of parallel world have been created. Forests, deserts, banks, and rivers. The seas, those are also living substances, which speak their own language. When in such worlds, you can collect your thoughts, listen to yourself, and realize what you are missing out for. Then, with renewed vigor, you can return to the familiar society. I think I might have to take this message because I have been all over the place on my channel unapologetically. The world. Okay, so I just flipped this upside down, or what exactly did I just do? Okay, yeah, it's upside down. Sorry. Yeah, I've been feeling quite drained lately. Honey, if this Three of Pentacles come out one more time. The Three of Pentacles and regular tarot, it's all about people coming together and, you know, coming together on the same plan and, you know, you being able to collab with others and, you know, bringing things into fruition. You have some help. It's somebody who actually has the same mindset as you. But in this deck, it's the reverse the scales. So let's, I mean, yeah, it's the reverse the scales tarot, okay? Three of Pentacles. Ooh, the energy is so dense right now. Goodness, maybe I do need to go take a nap. I'm tired for some reason. I've already been here for 20 minutes. It doesn't feel like it. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have... You see the first results of your labor. So you get the title of appreciation. However, this is only the first stage. What you have mastered is only the basics of your business. Now more challenging lessons await you, where you will be taught to be steadfast, decisive, and confident in your abilities. I think I said earlier that somebody was second guessing themselves. This Two of Swords is here. Me interpreting the Two of Swords in this deck, it's like... It's like you're surrounded by water, but yet you're not in the water. Right? So for me, it's like maybe you might want to go outside and connect with the elements right now. Maybe you might want to... work on some protection. Like I said with that candle in the beginning, okay? 2214 was on the clock, which equals 9, okay? The Two of Swords is the last one, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and Two of Swords. Where did it just go? Ooh, y'all know I really didn't have the energy to come on here, but I felt like I owed it to y'all because I appreciate y'all. So I hope y'all appreciate me giving y'all what I got right now. Okay, on the way to the new, you invigorously remember the past. You look back and yearn for what will never return. In life, it is important to experience the whole range of feelings and emotions because it is not in vain that they are given to you. Stop looking back, thank your past, and make plans for the future. I don't know what that sound is outside. Y'all gotta give me a second. Yeah, sorry, that was motorcycles. Been hearing things lately. Okay, so what's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah. Somebody consistently keeps looking in the past. Stop crying over spilled whatever it is that you put in your cup. I don't drink milk, so we're gonna stop using that word. Milk, whatever it is that you're putting in your cup, stop looking at what's spilt over. And focus on fulfilling yourselves. Focus on filling your cup back up. It's not about somebody else filling your cup up. It's about you this time. Okay, one more spirit. Sacred energy. Ascended Master, sacred energy, give me a message here for the collective. Yeah. The strength. You see her right here riding that lion? You see that infinity sign right there, right? I told y'all to put that in the chat. If you're still here with me. Due to the fact that I want y'all to activate this infinity symbol, because wherever you were on this symbol, it's time for you to rise. It's time for the wheels to keep moving. It's time for you to know that whatever it is that left you or whatever it is that's past, that is the past. And it does not divide the present or the future. It is for you to know better. It is for you to do better. It is for you to think better. It is for you to speak better of yourself and your circumstances. Because if not, honey, I'm not even going to say if not, but definitely. You see that they're moving forward. They're in this boat. They're on their way. Rain, sleet, or snow, they got to go. Okay? Let me get you an oracle card. All right. You know, I'm just going to take this one because this is resonating with what I was saying. It's all about that leap. It's all about you taking the leap forward. Because you're just sitting there, right? The frog may be sitting in one position as he plans on his leap. But once he leaps, he's bound to execute whatever steps it is that he's taking, because he has those legs that will make it to where the fuck he needs to get to. But it says the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unreachable. Okay? And that's what I got for you. You decide. Stop waiting on things to give you the answers and go within. How do you feel within? Do you feel like you have scattered energy? You can quite think straight. Maybe you should reset your nervous system. I would advise you to go on here on YouTube and find some way to reset your nervous system. Because in the melanated community, a lot of our traumas are conditioned to make you believe that whatever you've been through is bound to happen again, when that is not the truth. Because God will only give you what you can handle. And therefore, the path has been cleared. You have passed the test. The only way you're going to fail the test is you going back, trying to force things to go in your favor. You got to understand that what's for you is already yours moving forward. It's not about... Okay, so this is what Spirit wants me to tell you. Spirit wants me to tell you that it's not about what didn't work out for you that you should be worried about. Those things that didn't work out for you were a test of your character, to see if you would force things, to see if you would go against God and the divine. With this magician card out here, there's some magicians, it's some things happening behind the scenes. And I had to switch into it, but I'm getting a lot of channel messages. I'm sorry if I'm spaced out right now, like I told y'all in the beginning, but that's what I have for y'all. It's 29 minutes on the clock. I'll talk to you guys next time.